Hello everyone, this is Benjamin at the agency Marbella, and today we have a very special property to present to you. We have a plot of 8,799 square meters, a house of 1,589 square meters with 9 bedrooms, 11 bathrooms, and a completely detached guest house with 5 bedrooms and 7 bathrooms. But what makes this property so special? As we are actually inviting Studio LOB, Mrs. Luisa Olazabal and Mrs. Beth Bergwald, who are actually the masterminds behind this design. They were in charge of the complete reform and the complete interior design of this property. And it's going to be a very interesting conversation as they're going to go through all the challenges and all the inspiration they got together in order to create this unique masterpiece.
This house is in Marbella, and it had to reflect that. It's in the middle of the Golden Mile, best place to be in Marbella. And Marbella has that charm and that history and that 60s and 70s glamorous parties. And
actually it's very nice because Luisa and I both spent all of our childhood summers in Marbella. Yeah. So it's an area of Spain that we have a particular affinity for. It has such an extraordinary climate that we can actually integrate exterior and interior spaces in a completely different way than you can in other cities.
And then this glamorous and fantastic Porsche with 5 different seating areas and everything that surrounds us. It's fantastic, and we needed to bring that essence, that charm or that soul into this house.
You're coming from abroad and wanting to buy a house in Spain. You want to buy a house which is representative of the country and the area that you're coming to live in. That there has to be that connection to Andalusia. It has to be rooted in its sense of place.
You have to come here and completely forget about the world.
What's amazing is that in terms of a future buyer, this could be tailor-made for anyone, from an entertainer to a family, to, let's say, somebody that wanted more privacy and life. There's so many different attributes to this house, I think.
I would dream of a large family living here for the summer. Can you imagine this? It's so,
well, also because
I can imagine my 5 kids and their couples and their children.
Yes, exactly.
Playing paddle, then swimming pool, then to the beach, then let's watch a movie.
Yes, so this is the lovely central living area with this sunken seating area in the centre and this beautiful bespoke made runner along the edge. And to your left here you can see the bar, and here we've broken up the space into different seating areas so that this area, one element of the family can be there and another element of the family can be there.
This is more like for the winter, for the chimney nights.
And of course the dining table at the other end.
Huge
with
chimney.
Yeah, with a repeated chimney at the other end as well. Yes. It reflects
From
the
here
other
on
end.
you have the family area with all the bedrooms and the staircase that goes upstairs for the primary room. And it has a story behind, which is what I really like of this house. It's not that we
remove everything.
Yeah, but we found a house built in the 60s that was wonderful. And that's the history of Marbella. Lots of things have happened in this house, and it really has a soul.
Louisa, you feel very strongly about imbuing this sense of warmth, of coziness, of home.
Yeah.
It's very, very
Every
important.
house needs to have its own charm, its own identity and soul.
It starts first with the clients, meeting the clients, really understanding who they are, what it is that they want. Luisa's prominent standing in the interior design world, it's allowed us to really handpick the clients and the projects that we work with and on. We feel very strongly that we don't like to just design copy-paste houses. We've never done that. Every single house has its very own individual identity and style. See, all sorts of things go into that initial conversation. And then we take that, we work very, very deeply into the interior architecture so that every single space of the house is used. And it is this combination of functionality with the aesthetics.
Well, first of all, we should say this is the soul or the heart of the house, the heart of the house.
Heart of the
Everything
house,
happens here, I don't know why. People come here for a drink, for a snack very quickly. We gather here for breakfast. The views are the best ones, and you've got natural light all around, and you hear what happens in the rest of the house. You're very connected with the main living room and with the entrance. And also having this porch here, you can see what's happening with the family life and who's
That's
coming in and
important
out.
from what we were saying earlier about Marbella living. It's this amazing climate which allows all of these interior, exterior spaces to be completely seamless. And what the team have done here, if you look around, is they've combined all of these wonderful different textures for interest. So even though the colour palette's quite neutral, you can see you get this wonderful warmth in the tiles. You've got this wonderful bespoke furniture, so everything is bespoke made, down to the detail. Everything is drawn by the studio and then bespoke made. You've got these wonderful kind of brass finishes, and you've got the natural, the idea is as well, of course, we're bringing the nature in. So you have these wonderful the wooden base of the island.
And also in the architectural design, we've kept thresholds and
skirtings. Yes.
So the kitchen, this main kitchen, is more or less an extension of the main sitting room.
We definitely like to think about houses evolving over time. That's the lovely timeless nature of them. So we'll literally think from baby to teenager to adults returning with grandchildren. So I mean, this house just works so seamlessly and beautifully. It's not just about functionality with small spaces, of which there are many, many hidden surprises. You know, when the family are all here with the children, it breathes. It's just amazing. You know, nobody's in each other's space. They can all just live in this kind of perfect harmony. It's the best place to live in Marbella. You have La Concha, you have the views of the seas ahead. I mean, you know, there really isn't a more wonderful property here in Marbella. You know, we wanted to give it the due care and attention it deserved when it came to the design. Louisa feels that the key sustainable attribute that you can associate with this house is the choice to keep it, actually. To literally respect every element of it, respect the facade, the shape of the windows, the sheer bones of the house, and to not take the decision to remove the house and rebuild, but actually to really respect its heritage.
And to give new life. So we basically respected what we found and brought up to a new life. Here it was a strange one. We changed the materials, the flooring, and we did this new ceiling, which has a lot of importance because it reflects in the water depending on the light coming from the window. And we think it's very, very nice, the architectural design of this ceiling.
And again, you have those lovely curved topped windows. A lot of the furniture and a lot of the light fixtures are bespoke made. So for example, when you see some of these light fittings, they almost feel like they're growing out of the architecture. So they have this wonderful plaster finish, and then they're perfectly in keeping with every pillar, and they're bespoke made so they fit perfectly within the width of the pillar itself.
You can consider it's outside because it's facing this patio, and very connected with the pool. And then we have this hidden door that takes us to the massage room. I say, would you like to play cards for a while? So you discover this amazing poker room.
This room goes back to what we were talking about, I think. This absolutely encapsulates this glamour of those times, the 60s, the 70s, Marbella, that amazing sophistication.
Esto, the interview should have been here.
Yes. Yes.
Don't you think?
Yes, you're so right, Louise.
I would sit here and watch Buying Beverly Hills in Netflix, wouldn't you?
Yes.
Shall we do that tonight?
Yes. With our popcorn.
Nice. Well, we've got the candy bar here. I prefer candy. We're very lucky, very fortunate to be chosen to republish this property, because it's a great honor for us. It's been 3 years working for this property, and
for these
we
clients.
really enjoyed it, because when you are able to do something so beautiful, you really enjoy your job.
I have to say, it feels like a perfect match. LOB studio and this particular property. The work, the result, the end result, I think is just one of a kind, and it's truly spectacular. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.